Welcome back, YouTube. This is the time that I got fired from Sonic because a family member was dead of mine, got killed, and they didn't believe me. Clock up, everyone!
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With the snipes?
No way!
Hey! He's an down Wall Street, smoking blunts.
Next thing that you know, you see it.
There's an op in my neighborhood. Oh, YouTube, this is the time I got fired from my job because they didn't believe me. Now, it's really two parts to this story. I'm gonna tell y'all the first part, and I'm probably gonna do a video on the second part. And the first time, that the reason why I had so much pressure in my heart at these people, and I was like, bro, man, fuck this job, bro. Okay, fuck y'all niggas, bro. I ain't, nigga, I'm a YouTuber, nigga. Fuck this shit, duh, nigga. And it's also around the time I first started getting paid off of YouTube, so I really wasn't fucked up, gang. Alright, so the whole thing happened at the time I was working at Sonic. The job was straight. I had just started working there probably like a month ago. No, it was about like I was working there for about 2 months before all this stuff happened. It was a couple bitch ass people in there, you know what I'm saying? It was a couple people that had attitudes, a couple bitches that I wanted to slap in that bitch, but you know, I kept my composure. You know what I'm saying? Hood. But yeah, one of the managers, she was kind of a bitch. I ain't gonna stunt. I didn't like her ass. She had red hair. She was a cunt. Gang. But she didn't like me either. Just cause I'm dyslexic, my nigga. I'm a little bit slow in the kitchen. So like, nigga, I'm going at my own speed. Like, nigga, I ain't no professional burger cooker, my nigga. Like, nigga, you worked here your whole life, bitch. Get off my back on crib. Like, I ain't like, nigga, I don't even want to be here in the first place. Crib, I could be go smoking a blunt, selling some packs on game, nigga. Like, the fuck, like, I'm really just here just to say I got a fucking job because I got a fucking bills and shit. I got my own place. I moved out when I was 17. So, like, bitch, I'm just doing this shit just to tell my mama, yeah, I got some shit going right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be doing some other shit. And I had just started getting paid off of YouTube. So, I'm like, for real, fuck this bitch on game. You know what I'm saying? So, the bitch already had an attitude to me already with the whoop. Now, it was a day I was like, I had just found out that my cousin, baby mama, and his newborn baby was just killed. Woot the woot. Like, they think that the motherfucking somebody had came in the house and shot the baby and shot her both in the head with the woot. Duh. So I'm like, man, I got shit going on, bro. I don't really want to go to work, bro. Like, this not really the move. You know what I'm saying? So I call in. I'm like, bro, like, I got like people, like my people's, you know, fucked up and shit. Like, I gotta be there for my, you know, like I'm not finna be in work today. The bitch get an attitude with the woot. So I'm like, obviously they were like, okay, well, we gotta find somebody to cover your spot. They could find somebody to cover my spot. Now, since this day, like, from that day on, the bitch was throwing shade, like, talking all types of shit under her throat and shit. Like, she had a problem. Gang, like I came back to work, like, probably, like, the next day on some shit. Hold on. I came back to work, like, the next day, doing my shit. I'm trying to stay calm and shit. I'm trying to, you know, keep my composure. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, I'm still not feeling good. I really don't want to be there on game. So I'm kind of sad and shit. I'm not really happy. So they have me washing dishes. I'm getting attitudes with people in there. Of course, like, nigga, my people's fucked up. Like, nigga, am I supposed to be happy on game? Like, what the fuck? So they have me go wash dishes damn near the whole time in there. I'm obviously upset. So what happens was, the bitch, she come back there, was like, well, since your people are with the woot, she was like, well, you can go ahead and just go home with the woot. So I'm like, all right, bet, I go home, duh. They sent me home after I've been there for like an hour, duh. I'm straight. Like, I go down to the hood. Well, I don't go down to the hood, but I go down to one of the big homies' crib because he live out there where I live at. I go out to the cuz crib. I pick up some gas. I smoke with him. I tell him what's going on and shit. You know, he giving a young nigga some spirit. He looks so much spirit a little bit. Then I go back home, nigga. I chillin' and shit. Duh. I smoke. I make some videos. You know, I listen to music. You know, I'm just trying to, have a good day with the woo. Now, I come back in there again. The bitch on the same shit. She still trying to send me home early. Like, the whole week, she was trying to send me home early. Like, my hours got cut down and everything. So, I'm like, what's y'all issue? Duh. So, down there a week later, like, the bitch was talking underneath her breath and shit. Talking about some extra ass shit. But I caught on to him like, man, what's your issue? Like, bro. Like, you don't believe me that my motherfucking people, like, bitch, like, you don't, because she was talking about the situation that happened, because she had saw it on the news and shit. So, she didn't really believe, like, she didn't believe that that it was actually my people. And I'm like, bro, like, my mama was just, like, my mama told me about this shit and everything, like, bro, like, I'm not fucking lying, like, bro, like, my mama can tell you, like, crib, like, bro, these my people on game, like, what the fuck, like, I can show you pictures and everything, like, so, the bitch was like, well, anybody, like, I saw it on the news, too, like, what the, I'm like, bitch, like, bro, I'm not fucking lying, like, bro, like, I'm really want to slap the fuck out this hoe on game. So, I called my mama and shit, like, and my mama telling like, yeah, this our people on game, like, what the fuck, like, so they sent me home, and man, like, they were like, well, you just go home for right now with the woo. So I go home for the rest of the day, and, they still on the bullshit. Now, maybe like a month go by, another situation happened. My cousin, her dad gets in a car wreck and he passes away. The bitch has a fucking issue with me going home and shit. Like, I'm telling, like, bro, something happened with the woo. Like, I can't come to work today. They were like, well, if you can't come to work today, you're just gonna have to be like, you're not gonna be able to, just don't come back. I'm like, alright, like, bro, alright then, like, bro, like, I'm for real, like, I ain't got no reason to lie, bro, like, what the fuck? So I'm like, bro, fuck this job, bro, I don't even care, bro, like, I'm not coming back to work, bro, like, I'm not really, like, my mood already fucked up, like, all types of shit, like, bro, I'm like, fuck y'all, gang. So, I quit the job, I was like, bro, fuck them. And I ended up trying to get a job there again, probably like a year later on some shit. The bitch, I called the phone and shit. Guess who picked up the phone? The bitch with the red hair that had the attitude. She was like, what's your name? What the woo? I told her my name. She was like, you're terminated. You can't come back here. Like, I'm like, what you mean I'm terminated? She was like, it says here that you can't be hired here no more. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, bitch, like, y'all really gonna, like, alright. And I hang up in that bitch face on hood. I damn near want to spit in that bitch face on game. Better not see that bitch somewhere walking around. Bitch, you gonna get spit on your stupid ass. But yeah, that's the time that my job wasn't trying to, they were on the bullshit. But yeah, that's the end of the story. He say, we're back, okay. Alright, I want all my pimps and players out there to go check out Good Earth Organics, located in 8300 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 501-398-9868. They got the best herbs out there at the best prices. Go check them out.